Hello, brothers and sisters. Sorry there will be no video to this because this is just a dream that the Lord wants me to share with you guys. And I want to record it while it's fresh. And my channel is not really about, production value, really. It's just about what the Lord wants me to share. So, the first dream I had, all I can remember is being in this old Egyptian-like building. The wall of this place was huge, and it was all old, like marble walls. And I mean, it was huge. And the floor in the middle was this huge lava pit. And on the other side of this lake of lava was these two super narrow holes. And they were really tall, but they were really narrow, like holes in the wall. And then that was the only thing I remember in the first dream. I'm pretty sure that was the lake of fire, or possibly the pit. But it was a very ancient room wherever that was. And so I was shown that. And then the second dream I had, I was in this house, and there's a bass player and a guitar player that I used to go hang out with them a lot. Before I was saved, I'd go hang out with them a lot in real life. And anyway, they were in this dream, and they were playing music with this drummer and this singer. And this drummer and this singer, they were like super famous rock band. And anyway, I was at their house with my two friends. The bass player and the guitarist were my two friends in real life. I don't hang out with them a lot anymore just because they're still, I don't know, I just don't feel right hanging out with them because they're still partying and, I don't know, playing in rock bands and stuff. They're still doing that. Anyway, so, and I just don't want to be a part of it. I mean, I love them, but I don't want to be a part of it. But anyway, so in this dream, I was at this house, and it was the $1 million house. I mean, this place was huge. And I mean, it wasn't like a super $1 billion house, like mansion, but it was a big house. And anyway, I was laying on the floor, but it's like they had no furniture. I don't know why they didn't have any furniture in this room, but they didn't. And I was laying on the floor, and I was watching them, or I was listening to them and watching them play their music. And they were on this little stage that they had put in this huge, like, music room. And anyway, so they were playing and going on. And anyway, my guitar friend, he started doing a guitar solo. And I was like, oh, I got to record this. He's doing a solo. Like, yeah. And so I went to record it on my phone. And he looked at me and he nodded his head no. And he was scared. He was like, don't record. While he was doing his guitar solo. So I put my phone down and I was like, okay, like, why should I not record them? And so after they got done playing the song, my guitar friend, actually the bass friend, he took me up to the very top of there's like this big loft up above the music room, and he took me up there, and he goes, you can't be recording them, like they hate you, they don't like you, like you can't be recording us. And I just remember looking at him puzzled, like, okay, like, what's the big deal? Like, who cares? And then my guitar friend comes up, and I'm a lot closer to my guitar friend. Like I said, I don't hang out with him anymore because they're still like celebrating Halloween and rocking out and stuff still, and I just don't want to get tempted back into that lifestyle again of listening to metal and stuff because they listen to that a lot still. And anyway, so my guitar friend, he takes me up to the loft and he's like, you can't be recording us. And I think that he thought if he said it that I would just be okay with it because I'm closer to him than I am the bass player. And I was like, I looked at him the same way, like, well, what's the big deal? Like, who cares? And then he hugged me and he kissed me and he was like, I would marry you, but like, you're recording us and you're just different than us and and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I don't want to marry you. And he looked relieved. Like, he looked relieved that I didn't want to be with him. And I just kind of looked at him with this smirk on my face, like, okay, like, I don't think so. I don't want that. And besides, you were kind of hanging out with the people that hate me. So why would I want to marry you? Like, that's the look I had on my face towards him. And then it was almost like I felt an urgency to get out of that place. Like, they were going to kill me. Like, they hated me that bad. Like, they were like, hated me so much. The famous people there, like the drummer and the singer hated me so much. Like, they were trying not to kill me, but they wanted to. And I was like, I better get out of here before they kill me. Like, they could kill me any minute. And so I asked the guitar player, I was like, there is an open hatch over here. Can you please just open it so I can get out of here? So I can get out of here before they decide they're going to kill me. And he helped me. He helped me get out of there, and he opened the hatch, and I got out. When I got out, I was in their backyard of this house. And the drummer and the singer, the famous people that wanted to kill me, their parents were lounging out in the backyard by this huge pool. I mean, this place was like luxury, this place was. And they were lounging by this huge pool, and they looked at me like, what are you doing here? I mean, they hated me. And they looked at me like, if you don't get out of here, we're going to kill you. So I flew away. Like, I started to fly out from this property. And I flew and I landed like maybe a quarter of a mile away from this property. And everything was barren. Everything was just gone. Everything was gone. Everything was burned up. It was just so barren, and I remember just rummaging through what was left. I mean, like, there was very little left. I mean, there was a little bit of, like, tin from the roofs that were left, and a little bit of, it just looked so gone and devastated. I mean, it looked like a huge it looked like a huge, like, tsunami had hit, and then after that, a huge fire. Like, it was gone. And then I remember I found, like, 2 old canteens, and it had just a little bit of water in each. And I was so thankful I found those. Like, there was nothing left. That's all I found. I mean, there was nothing. Everything was gone. And anyway, I put those 2 canteens on. And I started flying again. And I found this lake. Probably, I don't know how far I flew. It seemed like I flew forever to get to this place. And there was a little forest and a little pond. But when I landed there, it was like everything was just fried. Everything was gone. But in this particular area, there was a little pond and a little forest. I mean, very little. And I remember being so grateful that I found water, but this water was just so, like, there was lily pads all around it and algae all in it. Like, it was like just like a pond, but this place, this water used to be like a huge lake, like one of the biggest lakes in America has dwindled down to a pond. It was so fried, everything was so gone that this huge lake evaporated into this very small pond. And there was a little forest left, just a little bit. And I remember thinking, thank God I found some water and a little forest. And that was all that was left in that area. And so the Lord wanted me to share this dream. And He said, warn my people that the land will be desolate soon. And that the famous people will hate you and they will despise you. And so, and your people that you think are your friends, they will treat you like an outcast. Although the guitarist friend did help me escape, he stayed with those people, even though my guitarist friend and my bass friend, they knew better. They knew better, but they still stayed, and I left, and God provided me out in the wilderness of this barren land. But anyway, His main thing He wanted me to warn you was that this land will be barren, and these famous people will hate you. They will hate you. So get ready, brothers and sisters, because you think your faith is being tested now. It's going to really be tested soon. So, God bless you all. Take care.